So may the grace of God be always in your heart. Well, it is. It is. It's about how aware of that are we? Always. Always. The way that you know is the ego, that apparent past and future, the images and beliefs the ego offers up. We get lost in it. It's a trance. And who are we without it? It's like first generation would be, oh my goodness, I'm walking through mud. Not a whole lot of mud, but just enough that it shows my footprint. But I take one step, and as the other foot begins to take its next step, I have no proof of the one behind it, the one apparently behind it. So it's one step at a time, not two. And then I need proof that I'm not just crazy. There's only one step at a time. I need proof. The ego needs proof. So I look back behind me and there are my footprints in the mud. Really? Do I have to take credit for everything? Who says those are my footprints behind me? Well, that was me. Was that me? I'm not saying yes. I'm not saying no. I'm open. I'm open. This inquiring mind. I just said this inquiring mind. It's like that footprint behind me. I said behind me. Really? Really? Where's my proof? Well, you can all raise your hand and say, I heard you, I heard you. Now, that's yours. I need to know for myself. The whole world says yes. I mean, don't you want to know? The inquiring mind, what grace. What grace. And then this morning I spilled the tea all over the carpet. Oh, good one. Good one. As though it wasn't enough. And the apparent then, I think I'll just live it again. Oh, darn, it just dawned. Footprint. Someone just yawned and I go, oh, that's nice. But what isn't? So what's going on? What's going on, dears? What's going on? Let's see, Caroline. Oh, guess what? I have some news on where we're talking about, and I gave you way the wrong number on the deposit we need for the hotel yesterday. It was so far off. The first deposit is much less than that. Anyway, we looked at it and we think we're going to post registration for the school for the work. We think we're going to do it. We think we're going to do it, but we don't know. We're still weighing it. And Caroline, honey, what's going on?
I'm a little bit nervous. I was really debating whether to raise my hand to the last minute, but I'm delighted. I'm so thrilled. It's a real honor to be looking at you and talking to you.
Oh, thank you for raising your hand. And it takes, for some of us, it takes a lot of courage to do that. Honey, could you move your microphone just out of the way of your breath?
that okay?
Yeah, and a little lower. There. How about that?
Does that work okay?
Yes, it does.
Okay, wonderful. So I have a worksheet. It's on my husband, so it's a little bit petty. And I know you've done wonderful worksheets with others, so this is a little bit petty, but it's just something that's kind of bothering me and niggling me, and I do try and do, and I have tried to do it by myself. And I just kind of on a spur, I decided, right, I'll just try and tune into you today, and maybe try it
Oh,
again. See how I
okay.
get on.
You know, the ego would tell us, oh, it's trivial. It's not a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. It's a big deal. This trivia, you know, the ego just it's not, it's like this trivial little irritation until finally we get enough and we're just like,
Yes, that would be me.
okay, sweetheart. So those of you new to the work, Caroline has filled in. What I'm hearing from Caroline is from her words. It's I'm assuming that Caroline, you've answered the 6 questions on the Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. You filled them in.
Yes, I've just written it out on a piece of paper. I think I know them. So yeah,
Okay.
I think I
So
have them all.
you've basically filled in a Judge Your Neighbor worksheet. You've answered those
Yeah.
6 questions, and let's look at number 1. And again, those of you new to the work is it's a way of getting still in, meditating in a moment in time, a situation in time that you've experienced.
Mm-hmm.
So number 1.
So